Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Mark Johnson, Active Dad. How you guys doing today? Just want to check in with you guys, connect with you. Again, if you guys like my content, subscribe, like, share this content with the other people that you know, and help me build my page. I'm here to build this community of whoever wants to hear my stuff. That's pretty much it. Sharing my experiences and my stories, living in Canada, and taking care of 4 children, married with a wife, one woman, and yeah, just trying to live this Canadian life where I'm at, or just live my life, not even Canadian life. Who knows where I'll be in the next 10, 20 years, right? Like at the end of the day, you got to live your life and you're here for a reason, right? So, definitely it's weekend. I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this, but right now it's Saturday night for me. Again, if you hear all that noise, that's my kids. Got 4 children, got 2 boys and 2 girls, and there's never a dull moment. There's always noise going on. So if you hear that noise, it's upstairs because we live in a house and they live upstairs, or we live upstairs and I'm in the lower part so that I can do this video and share this content with you guys. So definitely, like I said, it's weekend time. So I love weekends. Weekends definitely a great time for our family because we can go out and do stuff. During the week, it's just really so busy. Kids in school, we're at work. There's so much going on during the week. Again, you hear that noise? That's the kids upstairs. They love life, and they have a lot of energy. So for those of you that have children, you know what I'm talking about, and for those that don't have children, most children have a lot of energy. I remember when I was growing up and I was a little kid, I used to go outside and we used to go outside and play for hours. Like our parents pretty much didn't even know where we were. I guess they were too busy with life, or they were just hoping that we'd come back in one piece so they wouldn't have to care so much. But I mean, nowadays, we don't usually let our kids go out. We always like know where they are, and nowadays most kids are not even active. They don't really do much at all on the tablet or on the computer. But definitely, my kids have a lot of energy, so me and my wife try and put them in as many things as we can. Again, that's the kids. They love to jump and run and roll over and do many different things. So they have a lot of energy. So definitely, me and my wife put them in sports, soccer, basketball, running, track, cross country, you name it, because they have a lot of energy and it's always good for these kids to burn it off. I think when we were younger, we didn't appreciate it as much, but when you get older, you have less strength, you have less energy. Again, those are the kids up there. They just love jumping around and running around and flopping around. But like I said, now when you're older, you have to kind of push yourself now and watch what you eat, watch what you do, make sure that you walk around and keep your body fit and strong because if you don't use it, you lose it. And I can see that with many older people, they stop moving, they stop going around and stuff like that, and their body starts shutting down and they don't watch what they eat, and they sit around too much, and yeah, like your muscles start to like break down, I guess, when you sit down too much, and you're not using them, you're not strong. I remember I was watching some shows the other day where I think there's a place in Italy, there's a place in Greece, there's a place in Japan, there's even a place in the States. I'm not sure about Canada, but the people there are very active, strong. They live long lives. They live till they're like over 100, and it's usually based on what they do throughout the day. They're hardworking. They're still moving, still doing activities, and they're also watch what they eat. They watch what they eat, and yeah, it really works for them, and they live long lives. So definitely, yeah, it's weekend time. We love it. We did a bunch of stuff today. I actually started running with a new club, and yeah, it was a lot of work, but definitely, as you know, I'm a runner, and 42. I don't look 42, but I'm 42. I feel strong, I feel fit. I've been running track for about 3 years now, 400, 800, and 1500, and definitely I've been running faster and getting better, but I want to get even faster. So I think a lot of times when you run by yourself, you don't get the gist of it, and it's always good when you're in a group of runners because you can push on, you can cheer each other on. You can bounce ideas off of one another, and it kind of pushes you, that camaraderie I need. So definitely I'm joining a club near me, and maybe they might even put the kids in too, so that would be pretty good. So it's always good to keep the family in one nucleus, and when they go out, I go out, right? And when they practice, I practice. And when we compete, either we compete all at the same time, or at least, I have a group of runners that can run with me and push me on. So that's a really good thing. Always be active. definitely I have little ones, you know, I have 10, 9, 3, 1. So I got to make sure that I stay active for them. So when they end up getting high school and end up coming to school, they can't say, "Oh, that's my dad over there," and I look like I'm a grandpa. You know, I want to make sure that I'm fit for my kids and my wife too, right? Like you don't necessarily want your spouse to be not fit. You want to make sure that your spouse is strong. And I know stuff happens, and you know, but I want to stay strong for my wife. I want to stay fit for my wife and my family. So that's my goal, and maybe you guys have different goals or the same goals, and you can, you know, DM me, message me if you have any questions, need some advice, some help about life, because that's what I'm an expert in. As in, I've gone through so many ups and downs, and I'm still going through ups and downs that, you know, if you call that an expert, okay, great. But I'm still learning every day, trying to learn every day, trying to plug my mind into new things that's going on so I don't get left behind, and that I'm constantly using my mind, because if you don't use your mind, you lose it, right? You start forgetting stuff, and you're not doing the right things. So you always have to use your mind and use your body and use your spirit and live your life. Another thing, family time. Like I said, family time is very important. You got to make time for your family, especially when you have one. If you don't have one and you plan on getting one, better you first. Work on you, work on you. And then eventually, I'm spiritual. I have a faith in Jesus Christ. So I believe that, you know, when you're in the right position, that's when God sends somebody your way, right? A lot of people are waiting for the right person and they're not bettering themselves, but it's always about bettering yourself and getting to that next level. That, okay, a lot of people say, "Oh, I want this person in my life. I want that person in my life with these amazing qualities and gifts and abilities." Meanwhile, they're not even at that page or not even striving to be at that page. Do you think the person that comes with all those things is going to want you? You know, better you first, and then eventually the right person will come and they'll be like, "Yo, I like that girl, I like that guy. They have all these qualities. This is what I like to be with. This is what I want to build with. This is what I want to be with for the rest of my life." And they hook up with you. But if you're not at that level and you want somebody at that level, you know, that person may not necessarily want you. True, right? Anyways, that's for free. You don't like it, you don't like it, you like it, you like it. Next, living in Canada. I live in Canada. I live near Toronto, and everybody in Toronto, everybody in the world knows kind of where Toronto is or the word Toronto. It's funny. People might not know where Canada is, but they know where Toronto is. Or they've never heard of Canada, but they know Toronto. And the funny thing is that, and then vice versa. Some people don't know where Toronto is, but they know Canada. And I've been in Canada my whole life. I was born here. I'm so grateful to live in a safe country where I can leave my house and come home safely. If you need some assistance, there's assistance there for you. We have healthcare. It's not free. We definitely pay into it. We pay high taxes up in Canada, but it is what it is. And yes, the economy's booming. It's kind of slowed down now, but I mean, there's always something going on in Toronto, and I enjoy it. I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and I don't take it for granted, because I know there's a lot of people around the world that are dying to come to Canada, to come to Toronto, to live a better life, to have a better life, to be safe. And my heart goes out to you. Definitely, our population is going up because our government's opening the borders to more immigrants, which is great. We need the workforce. We need the skilled trade. We need those people that can do the stuff that we can't do or don't want to do, as in maybe you don't want to build a house, maybe you don't want to work in healthcare, but there's somebody else that wants to do that, and they're willing to do that, and they're willing to get a really good wage for it. So I think those that are here should definitely give thanks every day that you're in a safe country, and um, we don't have to worry about if we're going to come home safe. Like most of the time, crime rate's not that high, you know, compared to other parts in the world. And so I'm grateful to be Canadian. Again, I'm just sharing whatever comes in my mind with you guys. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't like it, it's okay. Again, if you share it with your friends, and they may like it too. Who knows? But I'm trying to build this page, trying to build this community of people that want to drive, push forward, do big things, happy about life, positive, building families and building communities. And that's what I'm all about. So again, I'm here to help the masses, as many people as I can, maybe just by my stories and my experiences. Next, no one's perfect. I think I shared this in a couple of videos. None of us are perfect. We're all going through trial and error. Those with children are trial and error. Those with no children, trial and error. All have many ups and downs. Say in life, if you're not going in a fight or coming in a fight, um, going in, coming in, or you're in one right now. Like that's what life's all about. We're constantly going through different things. And again, if you hear the boom, 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 those are the kids. Again, I got four. And so none of us are perfect. We're all going to trial and error. Anybody that says they're perfect and they're doing really well, there's something around the corner that they don't even know what's going on. Like always be mindful of that we're all going through our ups and downs and that it's not always going to be the way you planned. Definitely. They say, I've heard people say many times that I'm spiritual. Again, I have faith in Jesus Christ. If you tell God what your dreams are, what your goals are, what you want to achieve, he may laugh in your face because you don't know what you're calling on yourself. Meanwhile, people want to be millionaires, but they don't know what that person has to do to get through those millions. People want to have a really great life, but they don't know that through that great life, there's a lot of experiences that went up and down, up and down, up and down. And a person might look like they're doing really well, but you don't know what they had to go through those years. I'm not telling you, like, a lot of times we don't look on the years that someone puts into something, and then we just see the finished product and think everything was amazing. No, 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 no. You don't know what that person went through. You don't know what kind of life that person went through. So never be judgeful of anybody. Don't be on anybody's case, really. You know, at the end of the day, you can only do for you, for you, for you. That's it. You can only do what you can do for yourself. And most of the time, you're on your own, right? Like it's just you and God. It's just you, and whatever you want to believe, the universe. You just got to go through it on your own. Most of the things that in your life, it's just you, and that's okay. Just keep pushing forward. Don't giving up, and hit the next levels. Plan and execute and keep going. Next, you're here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. You're here for a reason. No matter how old you are. Again, if you're young, you got a lot of time in your hands. If you're old, you still got time. Like none of us know when we're gonna go. Like I've seen people where they give up on life in their 50s. Meanwhile, they live till they're 80. And then there's people there that wanted to live till they were 80 and they're 50 now and they pass in like 5 years. So you don't know when you're gonna go. So just take action today. Keep pushing. Don't giving up. Don't give up. And you will get there. It's just that you got to know what you're here for. You have to know what your purpose is, what your reasoning is, what you want to achieve in life. Again, if you hear the noise, that's the kids. That's the kids again. But I want to just encourage you guys to keep pushing forward and doing what you got to do for you and yours, and you will achieve it. You will make it. You just got to think positive, have the right mindset. Starts in your mind, then it works in your spirit, and then you do the action. That's what it's all about. But everything that you ever want to do, or everything that was invented by somebody, it started in the mind, and then from the imagination of the mind, the person built it. Right? So if you have a great idea to do something, try and execute it. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. At least you have no regrets to say, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or it didn't work out. It's okay. We're going to make errors. We're going to make things that are not right. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we keep pushing forward and not giving up. Next, a lot of people have been asking me about tech. And I like tech. I like my iPad. I like my phone. I like my computer. I like technology. Technology enables me to meet with people like yourself, connect with people, build communities online. Years ago, it was so hard to connect with people halfway around the world. Now you can message somebody that's in Japan. You can message somebody that's in China. You can message somebody that's in Russia, but just by your computer, just going online, which is pretty cool. You couldn't do that years and years and years ago. So technology, I think, is here to stay. Tech is here to stay, and I think you definitely need to stay positive towards it because it's only going to be here. And at the end of the day, what's the point of being negative about something? While you're here, be positive and use these tools to better your life and build a community and connect with others, right? That's what it's all about. AI, a lot of people talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and it's been around for a long time. It's just that people are talking about it now, but artificial intelligence has been out for years, decades. It's just that now people are looking at it and thinking that it's a bad thing. And again, I just try and stay positive. I know that it's there, and I know that people are going to be losing a lot of their jobs due to AI. But I believe that you can use it as a positive, and if you don't, it's going to stay anyways. Like, what's the point of taking on certain things that you have no control over? Because at the end of the day, you end up passing or you end up dying. It's still here. You know what I mean? It's going to live on way after us. So why don't we just get along with it, try and use it? Those are the kids again. They love to have fun. It's funny. They went out today to the park, and my wife took them on a walk, and I swear they're like more energy. I was like, they gave them more energy. I don't know. Anyways, um, like I said before, AI is here to stay, and I think you need to use it whatever way you can. If it can better your life, use it. Like, people created different things in life, and they thought that it was going to be a detriment to society. Meanwhile, it made it better. Like years and years and years ago, they used to use tractors on farms, and or horses, sorry, and they ended up using tractors, and tractors kind of changed everything, and then they ended up using bikes on the road to get around, and they changed, and now they use cars, and everybody thought that these things were going to be like a detriment to the society, and then the TV came before after the radio, and everybody thought that the world was over because that TV was going to take out the radio, and it was going to be a bad thing. Meanwhile, look at what TV has done to society. It's made it better. Now we have iPads and computers and all these things, and people thought that maybe these things would kill society, like it would make it worse. Meanwhile, they made it better. So I think technology and AI and all these things are here to stay, and we just need to adapt to it. ChatGPT, it's out there. A lot of people hate it. I actually like it. What it can actually do is pretty cool. Definitely, you can type in different things and it will give you an answer. Like it always gives you an answer. It never says no or I don't know. It always gives you an answer, which is pretty cool. You could ask your friends and people out there for answers, and they can't give you that much answers. And I've known a lot of people that have been using ChatGPT, and it's really doing wonders for them. Yes, there's people that want to use negative things for everything. So like, yeah, there are going to be people out there that want to cheat with it or want to do bad things with it. But don't look at the negative, look at the positive. There's so much big things that you could do with ChatGPT. Like you could ask it to give you a paragraph on something, and sometimes you have writer's block. Sometimes you don't know what's going on, and you're like, I need some ideas for this. And it will give you ideas, and then you just elaborate on the ideas. Type in 10 ways of making $1 million. It will give you the answers. And then you just implement those answers. What's wrong with that? That's not cheating. That's actually looking for a way to get ahead. And then sometimes in life, you definitely need to look at ways of getting ahead, because the world is speeding up so fast that you need to make sure you know what's going on, or you'll be left behind. And it's not good being left behind. I run track. When you get left behind and you're not fit and you're not strong, you're going to be left behind. You can't just jump in a race. I know people come to me and say they want to run a marathon. I'm like, have you ever run before? They're like, no. I'm like, it's going to hurt. There's going to be a lot of pain for you, because if you've never done it before and you want to do it, you better put a plan together and train your body so that when you do run into the race, you don't fall over and not complete. There's a lot of people that don't complete marathons. And they start it, they don't finish it. A lot of people, you have to prepare for your stuff. You have to plan, you have to write, you have to execute. And then if it doesn't work out, you execute again. And if it doesn't work out, you go back to the drawing board, change up your plan a little bit, execute again. That's what it's all about. Trial and error. Everybody in life is trial and error. So definitely, I want you guys to make sure that if you guys like this content, you like what I'm saying, you like what I'm talking about, share and like this video, subscribe to my page so we can definitely connect, and I can know that you guys love this stuff. And I'm just here to help the masses do as much as I can. It's Mark Johnson, the Running Maverick, the Money Maverick. You can check me out on Instagram and Facebook at the Running Maverick and the Money Maverick, where I help people with their running and their finances. And I also Active Dad. That's the page I'm building up for, just showing you that I'm an active dad. I'm a husband, a father, and a businessman, also faith man. And I'm just a guy trying to get by and doing what I got to do for my family and fulfill my purpose. So if you guys like the content, like I said before, share and like it. And this is Mark Johnson signing off. All right, you guys take care. Believe in yourself. Have an amazing weekend.